What's up, guys? Kind of back on the 76 little update. I got some stuff I'm going to show you guys right now. I'm probably going to have to take another video here, probably either be tomorrow or this week sometime. Because basically right now I'm waiting. I had to order a tool to cut out the windshield on this. That's kind of putting me at a standstill right now anyways. Not 100% standstill, but kind of where I need it out so I can continue, basically. I think I can go ahead and get my batteries and stuff out from up here in the front on both sides. I need to get like my ABS module and all that stuff moved over. I'm going to have to bungee cord it over. And then once I get that done, I need to start taking my aprons off. But unfortunately, or how these work is the cowl up here sits on top of the apron, and I don't think I need the cowl, but I want to get the windshield out so I can do a little bit more measuring between the 76 and this just to make sure. But this is welded to the apron. The apron needs to come off anyways, so need to get the apron off, potentially the cowl, and then I have to get all the A-pillar reinforcement and all that stuff off. I did cut one of the rockers. You guys can kind of see it down here somewhere. Just to kind of help show you guys like what I'm starting with. And then on the other side, I went ahead and got the inner off, most of it anyways. I'll show you guys kind of what I mean, but what it'll look like once we take that off. So I'll spin you guys around and we'll take a gander at that. So this is kind of where I'm at basically right now. Got the dash out. I wanted to leave the heater box in here so I can make sure all that stuff's going to fit behind the dash. Should, but and this is the inner rocker right here, the reinforcement, and then we got the A-pillar which goes up. So all that needs to come off. Like I explained on the last video, basically from this seam out we need to get rid of. So all that needs to come off, but in order to get this A-pillar off, I need to get the apron off and then the A-pillar. And then this is the driver's side. This is kind of where I'm at. So it's a little crustier than I thought. It's not bad. I mean, it's just surface, I would say. It's not like pitted really anything. But this is what it looks like with the inner rocker out of it. Because I still need to go through and straighten the floor and all that stuff up, clean it all up, and then we'll be MIG welding through these holes onto the inner rocker of the 76. And then this is the inner once again. But this is kind of what I wanted to explain or show you guys. So there's holes obviously all back in here. And then all these holes had to get drilled out right there. But where our apron is, comes up right here. You know, you got the welds and stuff there. Again, it's underneath the cowl. But I need this piece off so I can get back in, like right in here, basically. And then you got welds all the way down that. So then I can take that off. Well, and I got the pinch weld up here too. But once I get the windshield out, I'm just going to cut this off so I don't have to drill as many holes. So then get this off. And then I'll be able to go. There's going to be some holes back in here. This is the seam. You can see it. Kind of where. What is he doing? So anyway, the seam goes right, you know, all the way down here. But once we cut that out, we'll be literally left with right across the top here, right below the windshield, and then the firewall, and then all the way back to here. and then, you know, I got to figure all that stuff out right there. And then this is what I'm saying up here. So obviously I got to take the batteries out, the PCM, power steering, reservoir. I'll probably take the intake out of it and tape it up just to make sure nothing gets in there. And I'm not 100% sure. This is why I need to get everything out, because I know, like right here, it's gonna be hard for you guys to see, but right here I got more welds that go down, which is kind of the reinforcement for this apron. All that has to come out, but I need to know how this up here is going to line up with the cab on the 76, because I'd like to try to use the wiper motor for the 6-liter. That's the plan anyways, and so I'm trying to figure out what all I have to do to make it work in that truck. I don't know if this will end up sitting underneath the cowl on that truck, and then maybe I can just trim this basically. That way, you know, I don't have this pinch weld here, but make it more flush or whatever, clean it up a little bit, and then make it, again, look factory, which is what we're going for. Something else I want to try to do, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it yet, but I've thought about doing a battery relocate and put both the batteries in the bed or underneath the bed, something like that. I'm not sure yet, just to clean this area up. And then we're going to go electric fans on it so I can get rid of the mechanical fan, so it'll be, again, cleaning it up there. And one other thing I also want to do is I want to get a smaller degas bottle. I just, like on the Super Duties, I don't mind these, but you know, when you're trying to build a show truck or whatever, I don't like this. I think it's kind of gaudy. So if I could find something to either move this into like a smaller tank where I can hide it a little bit and I'll just use a cap or something, that would be awesome. Or if I want to do the electric fans, if I could have one custom built, that would be, you know, like a tall rectangle or something like that I could throw off to the side. Something kind of like the 7.3s. They're longer, but they kind of follow the fan shroud. But so if I could do something like that or whatever, or maybe even a 7.3 one would be a good option. So, and I'm gonna have to reroute coolant lines and stuff like that, but we'll figure all that out. So that's where I'm at right now. It's like I said, it'll probably be tomorrow or this week or something when I kind of finish this video. But that's the next thing, is getting this windshield out so we can kind of finish cutting everything else out. And I'm trying to get this truck 100% ready, or really close, 100% ready to where I can set the cab from the 76 on. That'll probably be coming up soon too, is we're going to figure out a way to get the cab set up on something so that I can cut the whole floor out of that truck and the firewall, and all that good stuff. So we got a couple things we got to do. And then once we get everything pretty well mated together, then like as for the floor and the cab, then that's when we're going to get everything media blasted. And then we'll start throwing cab corners in it. We'll fix the drip rails, do all of our body work on there. Hopefully that won't take super long, but I know it will, knowing me. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys here in the next day or two. Hey guys, this is probably a little over a week later since I took the first section of this video. Bunch of excuses that you don't really care to hear. So we're just going to jump into it. Some of you guys might hate me for what I'm about to do, kind of taking away from a little more of the 76 dash, but I'm going to explain that after I flip you around. So obviously we have the dash, you know, we cut it all out, yada yada. Well, some stuff I need to do in order to gain more room on the back side for a heater box and stuff like that is like the cigarette lighter. Actually, the cigarette lighter we're going to leave, but the switch right here, we're going to take this out, and then we're going to fill in, cut out like the little U dimple deal right here. We're cutting that out, smoothing this. We're going to cut the ashtray. We're going to put it in here. We're going to weld it up. So all this is smooth. I don't know about this yet. I think I gotta fill this out, but I gotta deal with that later. I'm gonna get rid of all the holes down here except for this one. I need to fill that hole. A bunch of holes along the bottom. And then the next thing is up here. So obviously I got my jank cuts, which I still have to build stuff for here. The first thing I need to do is close this off right here. We'll take this off, this little, okay, or there we go. So I need to fill this hole and then build a panel to go inside here to fill this hole. And then I'm going to fill this hole in here, but like I described in the last video, we're going to turn it like 90 degrees. And we are doing that because on the Superduty, all the vents are like sideways rectangles. So we're going to make this fit inside of here. That way this one will match the rest of the ones that are in the dash instead of just having one that's straight up and down. So we're going to make that fit sideways in there also. So that's what we're going to do tonight. First thing we're going to do is go through. I'm just going to clean up all these little holes first. Get those things kind of just plugged back up. That way the heat's not all in one spot. Alright, so I just kind of went through, cleaned up all the holes right there. So I'm just going to weld up these holes real quick. Then we'll start filling stuff in. You don't want to focus on one spot too much so you don't warp it. If I'm jiggling you around, I'm sorry. Give me a second. Hopefully that'll help. What's going on? Back down here. Okay. Got all of our holes plugged. So now this is the old ashtray, which we're going to put in here. We're just going to use this since it's already like super close to fill this gap up right here. So I'm going to clean the edges of this, the edges here, and then I'm going to put some magnets on here to make sure this is the right level. And then we'll burn this in, which kind of went through feeling everything, and I don't feel any warping, so that's good. Let's see. I think it's this way. Okay, let me get some magnets. Burn it in! Definitely got to turn this welder up. It was not hot enough for the thickness of these pieces being together. That's way better. Again, don't want to go too crazy on speed because you don't want to warp this base. So do a little bit, kind of move on, wait a few seconds, whatever. So I'll weld this up, then we'll move on. Oops. Alright, what's up guys? This is, again, a couple days later on this one video. I've been stupid busy. Where we took off in the last segment, we welded up the ashtray in the dash. And then this evening I went through, and this is where I'm going to kind of leave this video just because I got a lot more stuff to come up with and do, and it's probably going to be a minute. But I'll just show you guys real quick where this is at. Zoom me out. So this is kind of where we're at right now. Got the ashtray in, still have to do the key, and then this right here, we got to deal with that once we get the body swapped over and I know where my steering wheel is going to sit. A couple other things, I need to cut this out so I can make this body line straight right here. Obviously I still got to finish all this work there and make my top piece, whatever. But I did fill where the old glove box was, right here. So that turned out pretty good. And then we filled in the old vent right here, cut it out, put the vent in here so we can match the bezel ones, because that would annoy me if not. But now, after doing this, I kind of messed up. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, these pieces stick up, which I'm not going to use this plastic piece because obviously it doesn't fit right. But I got to come up with a way to make this kind of half moon shape here on both sides so that I can fill this little section up and then get my half moon. That way all this stuff looks factory. And then, so once that's done, you know, it'll kind of look like this, I guess. Gives you a better idea. But I need your guys' opinion on this. So I have a couple options. Basically, so like the old glove box, obviously it says Ranger on it. So maybe do something similar to this. Try not to let this fall. Okay, we'll fall. So basically, I kind of thought about making a raised, not significantly, but like a raised plate that would go across the front of here. Obviously build my half moons so that this would look correct. But what if I put, or had it like laser engraved or, you know, cut out CNC'd and put RustyWrenchAuto across that plate and then did a light behind it to kind of just shine through just on this. And we would, you know, it wouldn't be just super plain. We'd bring it out like 1/4 inch or so, maybe a little less, and then just build our plate across here. Or we could come up with something, maybe find a smaller emblem, maybe not these, and yes, this is the colors of the truck, white, and then that's the new PG7 for the Jeep Wranglers and stuff, which matches Illusion Sour Apple, my suspension color. So we could do something with this, maybe. I don't know, kind of looks gaudy. But if you guys have any other ideas for this, please let me know. I'm curious, but that's kind of where we're going to stop with. I haven't even had time to cut the rest of the Superduty apart. Everything's just been, I can't even explain it. So it's been those past couple weeks. But right now I'm still waiting to cut the windshield out of it so I can finish cutting out all my A-pillars and stuff. But that is basically where we're going to wrap this video up. So we are officially at 430 subscribers, guys. I appreciate, honestly, every one of you guys. And I hope I'm doing a good enough video footage for you guys. And let me know on your opinions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if here was soon, you know, within a couple months, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, maybe I'll do a merch giveaway. So let me know if you guys would want to do that also. We'll figure that out and I can get some get one lucky winner or two or three. Get you some shirts, maybe a hat, stickers, whatever, just a little something to appreciate or thank you guys. So other than that, I appreciate it, and you guys have a good one. Thank you.